your weekly view of young leaders taking big steps. This is Next Gen. Presented by PFI, home of Boo Daddy. It's time to meet some of the ladies of Missouri State University's Darr College of Agriculture's Sigma Alpha, a sorority centered around not only fellowship, but other core values.
Sigma Alpha is a professional agricultural sorority that was founded in 1978 at the Ohio State University. It is a great organization for people when they're in college. If they were involved in FFA or 4-H or had an agriculture background, they can join at Missouri State University and get involved and still keep being involved in agriculture and things that go back to their roots.
Well, you talked about it being a professional agricultural sorority. What does that even mean, and what sets that apart for what you do throughout the year and on campus?
Yeah, so a professional agricultural sorority, we do a lot of events where we get to work on our resumes more, we get to dress professionally, and get ready to enter the workforce, whatever kind of career we'll have.
So Sigma Alpha is a national sorority, and I think you said, started in the 70s, but I know that it was here on campus in the early 2000s because I was a member. So take us through the history of Sigma Alpha here at Missouri State.
Yeah, so it was founded on April 29th, 2001. So we just had our Founders Day a couple days ago. That was really exciting. And yeah, we've had membership here ever since and been recruiting girls to participate in our sorority.
You talked about recruitment. What led you to join, and then what led other young women from all across the state who are coming to Missouri State to want to be part of what Sigma Alpha can offer?
Yeah, so actually when I decided to join Sigma Alpha, one of my friends was really interested in doing it. She's like, hey, you should try this with me. We were both in FFA, and that was kind of what got me to want to join Sigma Alpha. And she actually ended up dropping out, but I stayed in, which is really cool, like that she was the one who kind of told me, she dragged me into it, and then I was the one who still stayed in, but that's fine. Like she was actually a state officer. So she had other duties, but I enjoyed Sigma Alpha because, like I said, I was in FFA, and this allowed me to continue being friends with people that had some of the same background interests as me and connect to people on a professional level.
Well, you talked about resume building and kind of preparing you for future careers in agriculture and beyond. Talk about the events that take place year-round that kind of build up on those skill sets.
So our three main values are scholarship, leadership, and service. So for scholarship, we have study hours that students have to meet, our sisters, and then we also have events where we get to have little study breaks, and we do fun things with that. Leadership, we go to a couple national conferences that are put on by the National Sigma Alpha, and then for philanthropy, we also help with the lawn and garden show here in Springfield, and Giving Thanks to Ag, which is a College of Ag activity.
So Jessica, there's lots of events that Sigma Alpha puts on year-round, and we're at one of those today. So take us through Pork Fest and what it means and where these proceeds are going to.
Okay, so Pork Fest is one of our spring events where we put on a pork dinner with the Alpha Gamma Sigma chapter here at Missouri State University. And so last night they spent the whole night smoking the pork and everything and making sure it's nice and juicy and delicious. And we are right over there. We will be selling the sandwiches and the sides that we brought, and all of our proceeds are going to the Chris Kyle Frog Foundation. Mm-hmm. And so the organization was made by Chris Kyle's wife after he passed, and so it is for service members that are returning home, but also for emergency service members as well, so like your medics and those type of people.
So I think you said that this is just your first year partnering with Alpha Gamma Sigmas to host Pork Fest, but the event goes back, at least 10 years?
Yes, that's a rough estimate. So this is our first year, but we're really jumping in head first with it. And it's a great cause because the Alpha Gamma Sigmas are so interested in donating to veteran causes. And so we don't really have a fiscal number working for or goal yet, but it's really just raising more money each year to put forth to such a good cause.
So what does it mean to be part of an organization that truly focuses on agriculture, which is probably has to be a passion of yours, but also giving back in those philanthropy causes?
Being able to be in a not quite a leading role, but a very supportive role in this event specifically. It really shows how we care more about other people and not just focusing on bettering ourselves, and I really appreciate that.
We've got incoming freshmen or transfers coming in this fall. What would be some advice or a way for them to learn more about Sigma Alpha, because it might be something that they want to try?
Yeah, so there's always lots of us girls repping our shirts around campus, and you come up and say hi to us. We'll gladly talk about how you can join Sigma Alpha and become involved in the organization like we are.